Howdy ho, Dickerinos, it's me once again, Dick Record. We're back in the quick draft mines again because I need to get the reps in. This format is so incredibly complex that I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I think that I just need to like get more used to it, get the reps in, right? But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, come on over to twitch.tv/dickrecord, where you can catch doing stuff like this live, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel, please and thank you. We're kind of new at this. Let's see who we get. Pack one, pick one. Now, since we're doing a quick draft, we don't have to deal with anything silly like a timer or anything, any of that nonsense. Let's look at what we got here. All right, so Taigam is pretty good, right? He's the bear that when you flurry, the second spell gets, you cast a copy of the spell, and then the original spell gets suspended for 4, which is kind of a long time. If you can make this work, it's really good. But I'm under the impression that it's not the best win rate. That said, I think it's the best card. It's not necessarily the best card. I think it's the most fun card. I've never gotten this to like go off. If your opponent doesn't do anything about this, you're going to get so much value off of it. I think the best card might actually be the Dragon Sniper or the Channeled Dragonfire. Defibrillating Current, for whatever reason, is a sorcery and not an instant. So it's got pretty low stats. I think that just getting the Taigam out early is probably one of the best things you could do in this format. The Bone Cairn Butcher is apparently a trap. I guess because it doesn't really do anything when it enters, right? It just gives your tokens Death Touch when they're attacking. There's also an Einok Wayfarer, which is probably one of the better cards in the pack, as well as Riverwalk Technique. But I'm definitely going to take the Taigam because I want to have a little bit of fun while also screwing around here. And noting that blue is one of the better colors to be in, right? Now, it's funny, there's a Roiling Dragonstorm, which I think is the pick here. Being able to at any point pick this up and recast it later is very good, but also being able to just filter your cards early on is not bad either. There's an Effortless Master. I don't think we're in for this, because likely if you want to get the full value of its weird text, you have to cast you have to be on like turn 6+. There's a Mystic Monastery, but I feel like we can actually get cards like this later on. There's also a Dragon's Prey, which I wouldn't be against grabbing, and a Wayspeaker Bodyguard, which also has Flurry, and if you can trigger Flurry with this guy, you can tap something of your opponent's down. But I think that this is more for the Boros deck, or maybe the Jeskai control deck. I don't know specifically where we are right now, but I think that the Dragonstorm is a good follow-up to the Taigam, so I'm going to take the Dragonstorm. Noting that getting a token copy of the Dragonstorm off of Taigam, not great. Dragon's Prey might be a better pick, but let's take the Dragonstorm for now. Ooh, there's a Teeming Dragonstorm. I like this card. It lets you do pretty aggressive things in white, right? It makes 2 bodies. 2 bodies for 4 mana, and if you ever get to pick it up and cast it again, it is going to feel backbreaking for your opponent. Unfortunately, I don't think the same thing of the Breaching Dragonstorm. Sometimes you get to go off and like cast Breaching Dragonstorm, and then it finds a dragon off the top, and then you put that dragon into play, and then you take your Breaching Dragonstorm back. This also incidentally triggers Flurry by itself because you cast the second spell, right? Yeah, you cast it without paying its mana cost if its mana value is 8 or less. So you trigger Flurry for free. That said, I think we just grabbed the Teeming Dragonstorm. I think it's one of the better cards in this pack. Meticulous Artisan is apparently a way better card than I think it is. It's still filler level, but it's way better than like something like Cruel Truths or Reputable Merchant. So yeah, let's take the Dragonstorm. Going big on Dragonstorms. Let's see. There's a Relic. I like the Relic a lot, actually. I like the Relic a lot. We're not in green. We're not necessarily in green, but I like this card so much. Oh boy. The Jeskai Brushmaster doesn't do anything realistically. Double Strike and Prowess on a 2/4 body is like fine. Apparently not good enough in this format. There's also a veteran ice climber, which typically you're supposed to use to mill yourself to get your renew cards and your harmonized cards into your graveyard. But there is an actual mill deck, but I think it's the Glacier Wood Siege you have to play, and then you have to have a bunch of instants and sorceries, and you have to be able to just go like, all right, so Glacier Wood Siege, Unending Whisper, and just kind of like make your opponent's deck hit their graveyard before they can do anything about it. That said, I think the best card here is actually the Dragon Brood's Relic, and it's early enough that I think I could just take it. Say, let's just take that for now. There's a Whirlwing Stormbrood. I do like that. There's also a Sunset Strike Master, which basically kills any dragon. It's target creature with flying, right? There's also a Durgar Island Dragon. Is the Durgar Island Dragon better for us? Because, like, so the flash flying part on this dragon seems okay. It lets you leave up mana so that you can leave up your interactive spells like Riverwalk Technique and etc. But being a 4/3 flyer, is that better than, like, the 4/4 flyer with ward that also has tap it up to one target creature, draw a card? I don't know. I think the Durgar Island Dragon might actually just be better. The dynamic Soar Omen here, what's funny is that works really, really well with the the Ice Climber that we just passed. Making that a 4/6 with Vigilance and can't be blocked is a real clock, right? And I've done that in the past, but the moment that your creature dies, it feels, one, really bad, because that creature is not protected by anything except for its big body. And also, two, this is actually card disadvantage, because unlike a lot of these other cards, a lot of the other omens, unless they're removing from your opponent's board in some way, shape, or form, it's card disadvantage, right? Like, you wouldn't put a card in your deck that was 3 mana, put 3 counters on target creature you control. This would have been better if it was like an actual adventure, but it's not. This card at least replaces itself, which is why I think we take the Durgar Island Dragon, actually. I'm curious what happens if you Skimming Strike as the flurry spell. Like, do you exile the whole creature and then, like, cast the dragon for free later on? I guess that's something we're gonna try to find out. Let's see, there's a Bolt Caster. I'm not a big fan of that. There's a Temur Tawny back, which is a really good card, actually. Probably one of the better ones of this cycle at common. If you pay 4 mana for it, it feels fine, right? So if we're like red-blue, we might not be playing this Dragonstorm depending on what we end up taking here. If we end up like red-blue, we can just pay the 2 for the green. If we end up blue-green splashing another color, we could just pay the 2 for the red, right? And paying 4 mana for a 4/3 that loots feels pretty good, actually. I don't want to take the Bloodfell Caves because, like, we're not in black or red at all. And the Kintry Nurturer, this actually wears tokens pretty well. If you could put like a bunch of +1/+1 counters on it, it's pretty good. And the Unburied Earth Carver, this is not the set for this. Also, I think it costs too much for the sacrifice effect. Unsparing Boltcaster is interesting because it finishes off whatever, like, ate like a token, but I don't think this is the deck for it. Same thing for Storm Beacon Blade. If we were in a Boros aggro shell, like, these might be okay, but I think the Temur Tawny backs for us. There's also a Snakeskin Veil, which is of note, but we need stuff to want to protect to want to play the Snakeskin Veil. This is interesting. I don't want the Lancer. I don't think Ringing Strike Mastery is good enough. Monastery Messenger is interesting. It's non-creature, non-land card, so you can actually get back a... what's it called? You can get back any of the sagas, which I think could be good. Like, let's say you play that saga that makes 2 of those mammoth tokens, and then, like, you get it to chapter 3, and then it sacrifices itself. Cool. Next turn you go Monastery Messenger, put it back on top of your deck, and your opponent goes like, what do I do about that? You know? There's an Einok Wayfarer. I don't know if I really want to, like, mill too much of my cards right now, but it is one of the better cards in the format, just because, like, it mills a card, and then subsequently can get a card out of your graveyard, which a land, which may trigger things like your Kishula Skimmers, that sort of thing. We have neither of those cards that I'm talking about. I'm actually torn between the Einok Wayfarer and the Highlands, because I feel like we could play green or red in this deck, and it would be fine. The teaming Dragonstorm is slowly looking worse and worse, so I'm going to take the Highlands for now. I'm going to take the Highlands. It's a Mardu Devotee. That's a really late Mardu Devotee. There's also a Temur Devotee, which is my, I want to say my least favorite of these devotees, simply because it's just a 3/3 with Defender. Outside of the mana filtering, it does harmonize okay, right? Like it could help you harmonize spells pretty well because of the additional point of power. I think from these cards, I would actually rather play the Sultai Devotee, and I say that because it's got Death Touch. So this is the kind of card that actually makes, what was that card? Piercing Exhale worth taking, right? Otherwise, Piercing Exhale might be one of the worst of the exhales simply because you need something that can kill your opponent's creature, right? And in a format where there's so many big beefers all over the place, you might not be able to kill your opponent's creature outright with damage. So having a Death Touch creature really screws with the calculus for that. This is a Formation Breaker, but the counter strategy thing, or yeah, the +1/+1 or any counter strategy thing in this format has been like underperforming. One of the cards that is in this format is like it's a 4/2 for 3 and a black that you can cast from your graveyard, and it comes back with a finality counter, and it gets +2/+4 if there are 3 different types of counters among your creatures. It is such an underperformer because it just doesn't do enough. I would have thought that card had been like a B, or you know, like a really good above the curve creature, but it's just not. That's a really late devotee though, the Mardu Devotee. This is one of White's best commons, but I'm gonna take the Sultai Devotee. There's a Sarkhan's Resolve. There's a Wayfarer. I think we could take the Wayfarer now. There's a Sarkhan's Resolve. This can act as removal for any of the dragons, right? 2 mana, kill a flyer. I think that's pretty good. But let's take the Einok Wayfarer. This large lad Wield. There's also a Humbling Elder. I'm not a big fan of the Sun Shield. Exile 2 cards from a graveyard, but I don't want to like tap my 3/4 to tap a creature of theirs, right? Like if this ability, the tapper ability, is on a smaller creature, it feels okay because it feels like you're not really losing anything in terms of board presence. When your 3/4 is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tap that. It's like, why did I spend so much money? I mean, not money, mana on you. I kind of want to take the Bodyguard, the Wayspeaker Bodyguard, but I'm thinking that the Humbling Elder might just be better. Is that crazy? I think it is crazy. This also can get us back a 2-drop, like if they destroy our Dragonstorm or our Taigam. Let's take the Bodyguard for now. Don't like any of these. Champion of Doosan's fine. It's a fine 3-drop. It hits hard. It's got trample. It wears counters pretty well. And if we mill it with Einok Wayfarer, it's a great way to get value later on. Sorry. So let's take the Champion of Doosan, noting that the counter strategy has not been very good. Here's another card that, oh no, this fills your graveyard. I don't like this card. It's just a 3/3 that might just put your top 3 cards into your graveyard. You get some card selection, so it's kind of like, I don't know, Surveil 3 almost. Would this be better if it was Surveil 3? Because you could put all 3 of them in the graveyard, but like, let's say 3 of them are 3 of the cards that you really, really want. 3 bombs, let's say. You know, let's say it's like Sage of the Skies and a Temur Monument, which you need to get lands, and I don't know, something else. And you're just looking at it going like, I want these all, actually. You know? I guess you can't really think about it in terms of that value proposition. I think we're going to take the Sun Shield, if only because it cuts white a little bit. Aggressive Negotiations is interesting because this is actually... It's strangely better than it looks. Usually coercion effects aren't that good, but because it adds a little bit to one of your existing creatures, it can be good. I'm going to take it, but I'm not gonna... I don't plan on playing it, right? In fact, This 1/5 with reach is actually actively bad, isn't it? It costs so much. Yeah, let's take the aggressive negotiation. Oh, snakeskin veil wield. That's interesting. This is my fault, isn't it? Do I want another Taigam? There's 3 rares in this pack, by the way. There's another Taigam. There's a monastery. There's a magmatic hellkite. We're so far from red. Right? There's a maelstrom of the spirit dragon. There's a reverberating summons. I'm gonna take the Taigam because I just laughed at it so hard that I feel like I'd be stupid not to. I'm gonna take the Taigam. Yeah, I don't really. There's a piercing exhale. There's a champion of Tucson, but let's take the Taigam. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, here's that card that I was talking about earlier, the 4/2 100 battle veteran. It can become a 6/6 if you have 3 counters among creatures you control. It puts a counter on itself if you play it from your graveyard. The finality counter counts as towards the 2, right? So if you like play this from your graveyard and then like put 2 tokens on it with the renew effect of the champion of Tucson to give it trample and +1/+1, that's 3 counters, so it's now a 7/7. Again, not good enough. I think the Kishler Trawlers is pretty good. The Shocking Sharpshooter would have been great if we were doing like Boros stuff. I like Rally the Monastery a lot as well. It costing 2 less if you cast another spell this turn is fantastic. You know, making 2 1/1s is great, right? Or destroying something big, or it's like it feels like it's one of those 2, but it feels like it's one of these 2 rather, right? I like the destroyed target creature with power 4 or greater, but I think we take the Kishla Trawlers if only because it does get us back a removal spell, but we need to also get back we need to get some removal spells now, right? Like I only have Snakeskin Veil, and that's not a removal spell. It's an instant or sorcery. Okay. There's also a Caustic Exhale, which I think is one of Black's better commons, and yeah, Shocking Sharpshooter is like really good in the Boros deck. Just if you're activating Mobilize, it's pinging your opponent, right? Glacial Dragon Hunt's not bad either. I don't want to take this card though when I can take a 1 color card. So let's do that. I don't like Aegis Sculptor, but I do like Carrot Cake Guardian. There's also a Sibsig Appraiser. This is hard. And a Stormplane Detainment. Oh boy. Alright, so what could be better, right? We do have the mana for the Carrot Cake Guardian, right? The 6/5 Flying Vigilance Trample has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage. There's also a Stormplane Detainment, which is a fine removal spell, and a Sibsig Appraiser. This is actually a really good pack for us. Do you think that the Carrot Cake Guardian could wheel? I'm trying to think. So it feels like the Mardu colors are sort of open in this bot draft. So I'm gonna pass up the Stormplane Detainment because of that. Yeah, and I think we just take the Carrot Cake Guardian and figure out the mana later. Like, we do have a Rugged Highlands. I wouldn't mind a Swiftwater Cliffs, and if we could get, like, one of the Teamer Monuments, that'd be great, too. But Carrot Cake Guardian's a friggin' house. Oh, Teamer. It's Teamer Monument. Never mind. There's Stillness in Motion, which is terrible. I think I'll take a Glacial Dragon Hunt now, and maybe we're pivoting away from white, even. Because we just have Dragonstorm and Bodyguard, and I did pass Stormplane Detainment, right? So maybe we're headed into Teamer, and so then Glacial Dragon Hunt gets better, right? There's a Tranquil Cove, which can help us splash, but I don't think we want to do that. Let's just take the Dragon Hunt for now. We'll put actually, we'll leave them here for a second. I say that I don't want those cards, and then like here's Assault Road Pack Beast. I do like that card. High Spire Bell Ringer's okay. Sometimes the cost reduction can matter. It being a 1/4 flyer though sucks. Let's be perfectly honest, that's awful. But it does affect cards that say Harmonize. So if you're trying to recast a Glacial Dragon Hunt from your graveyard, this makes it just by itself, by virtue of existing, cost 1 less, right? So if you have something like if you have a 3-power creature, you can actually just like Dragon Hunt by tapping your 3-power creature for the Harmonize, and that's not terrible. I don't think we want the Bloodfell Caves. I don't think we're going to be going for any Black Splash here. And the Boulder Warden Dragon is whatever. So let's take... it feels weird, right? The Snowmelt Stag I don't like. It just dies to like so many things. It dies to like a 2/1 Sibsig Appraiser blocking it. You know, like that's not great. There's also a Heritage Reclamation. Sometimes you just draw a card off of this, like it cycles essentially. Maybe it is the Heritage Reclamation. I don't think it's the Night Watch. I don't like the Night Watch at all. And yeah, maybe it is the Heritage Reclamation. The thing is, like, I'm considering this if only because cycle it away, right? But this plays pretty well with Taigam. It allows Taigam to essentially double spell. So let's take the High Spire. Okay, and Spirited Vanguard's not great. There's a Riverwalk technique. Kind of actually happy to see a Riverwalk technique. This is one of Blue's better commons. The bounce effect is pretty good. It's not necessarily card disadvantage because your opponent has to choose as to whether or not it's going on top, or if it's going to be their next draw, or if they're never going to see it again, right? So it does remove a card in a way. And what's easily forgotten is to counter target non-creature spell. If your opponent plays like a massive Haymaker Saga and you just go like, no, this ends up being a pretty big blowout. The blue cards being the counter magic, the blue cards presenting like such good counter magic right after Aether Drift having almost no counter magic. Real interesting, isn't it? I'm gonna take the Riverwalk technique here. I think it's probably even better than Wayfarer. All right, so this is interesting. I think here we take a Resolve because I don't want the Stag. The Tempest Hawk and these white cards are like, they can go away. I don't want the Night Watch. The Wingspan Stride is like interesting, but I don't think we ever leave up the mana to return it to our hand. It can like conceivably trigger Flurry on its own if you pay 4 mana to bounce it. Oh god, and then play it again. No, so that's 5 mana. Ugh. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Like I've just said something that sounds like an awful series of events. Whereas the Sarkon's Resolve can act as removal and or just outright or be a good combat trick. So yeah, let's take the Sarkon's Resolve. There's a Rainveil Rejuvenator. There's a Trade Route Envoy. Do I want the ramp from this thing? I don't think we want the ramp from this thing. Add an amount of green equal to this creature's power, which essentially is just this creature can be used to harmonize any spell. Right. It's funny, this I think is like the only mana dork in this format. And it's a 4-drop. I don't know if that's good enough. I think I'd rather speculate on a green-white land, because like I don't want the Jeskai Brushmaster, the Cruel Truths is not for us, and the Trade Route Envoy is sometimes just a 4-mana 5/4. That's not enough, right? Like that's 100% not enough. I'm trying to see, what do we have here that is removal, because we do sort of need to figure out, oh, this is kind of removal, where we're going with this, right? This is a land. I'll put that all the way in the end. I'm going to take the Blossoming Sands. Blossoming Sands, get in your pile. All right, so we don't want the summons. Coordinated Maneuvers, fine. I don't think that's for us. There's a 5-drop Ice Ridge Serpent. This is good if it bounces a token. Otherwise, like, it's, I think, one of the worst Mana War variants I've ever seen. I almost want to say I'd rather play Champion of Doosan. If we mill it, it becomes value. If we play it, it's just a big creature. It helps us harmonize things pretty well, too. Let's take a Champion of Doosan. It's weird. I actually do feel like I like this card, right? We have a lot of 6s. So the Deuceute Earthcarver seems less good. That said, I do like the Deuceute Earthcarver, because if you need a tall, if you need a big reach creature, that's this. If you need to go a little bit wider, that's this, right? It's a fine top of your curve. We do have a Carrot Cake Guardian. There's also a Humbling Elder. But yeah, let's take the Earthcarver, because everything else just kind of looks bad for us. Like, honestly. Alright, so there's an Aegis Sculptor. Beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I'm going to take this, because it flies. And it has Ward 2. And that's it. That's the only reason why I'm taking this. It's gonna go into the maybe pile. Same thing with Boulderborn Dragon, and I'm taking this. I'm only taking this in the event that I see that 03 that can get the Dragonstorm Globes and the Boulderborn Dragons from the deck. I'm only taking it because of that, right? Same thing with this Boulderborn Dragon. I'm only taking it because of that. And that means that I want to see some Dragonstorm Globes. And you play more Globes than you play this thing. This is bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not great. Well, let's see. So there's a knockout maneuver. I actually like this one. +1/+1 counter on target creature, so permanent buff. And then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. So you make one of your creatures huger, and then it hits something. Is it better than Piercing Exhale? Maybe? Like I said, Piercing Exhale, you definitely need something that has Death Touch, otherwise that feels really bad. But with Knockout Maneuver, it's sorcery speed, sure, but it makes the creature somewhat bigger, and so by that, I think we take the Knockout Maneuver over the Exhale. There's Detainment. There's an Ice Climber, right? Like Knockout Maneuver with Ice Climber. You kill something small, then you attack through and you mill somebody for 2 cards. Sib-Sig Ceremony is unplayable. I don't know what the purpose of this is. I know it's for like constructed, but I don't know how or where. You know, somebody leave me a message in the comments indicating what I should do with that, because I don't know. There's a Shock Brigade, which is really good for the Boros strategy. I'm going to take the Knockout Maneuver, though. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is hard. Okay, so it's a Mardu Monument as well. And a Jeskai Shrine Keeper, which I'm tempted to take. I'm tempted to take it. We are in blue, red. We have some whites fixing, but we need some globes, realistically. There's a Dragon's Prey as well, and there's a Thornwood Falls. So the reason why I'm considering the Botanist is because it combos with Dragonbrood's Relic so well. So well. To just get us cards from the top of our deck, right? It's like, oh, that's a land that's in my hand now. God, there's a Dragonologist as well. Untapped dragons you control have hexproof, so that gives the Karakik Guardian permanent hexproof. So they have to kill this first before they can kill this, which is so much fun. This is so much in this pack for us. I would take the Jeskai Shrine Keeper. I would take the Thornwood Falls. I would take the Dragonologist. I think we take the Botanist though. And I think we give up the goat on these 2. Actually, maybe not Dragonstorm. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, like, oh god, this Botanist is so good. I do want to do like dragon stuff, but I don't think that this is the Dragon's deck unless we get some globes, right? We also get a dragon off the relic. But I 100% think it's the Botanist that we grab here. So tempted to take the Shrine Keeper. So tempted to take the Dragonologist. Dragonologo. But yeah, let's take the Botanist. Actually, hold on. How are we doing in terms of instants and sorceries? I have a fair amount of those too, and it also can grab an instant or sorcery, right? Rest, untapped dragons you control have hexproof. Is that just... No, I think it's this. Because this is also like, sometimes this just gets to attack, right? And gets you a land. So yeah, let's take the Botanist. Watch me regret it immediately. Oh god. And there's a Wingblade Disciple, which I think we take here over the Botanist, if only because we want a flurry, right? We want a flurry. And the Wingblade Disciple, it's got a good flurry payoff, making a bunch of birds. Oh, come on. There's also a Dispelling Exhale and a Durgar Island Dragon. Both are great. I would also consider the Cove here, hoping that the other card wheels the Jeskai Shrine Keeper. I'm taking the Wingblade Disciple. It's a fantastic 3. There's another Glacial Dragon Hunt. I think we could take that. Right. I don't think I want the Rebuke. We have an Earth Carver. Host of the Hereafter it's a counters strategy card, but it's nothing great about that. We also, I see an Essence Anchor, and what's funny about this is we have that out, and we have the where are you? Where's my? Did I not take it? Oh, maybe I didn't take it. The Aegis Sculptor. There it is. If we have that out and we have the Aegis Sculptor out, we can like keep milling cards and then make zombie tokens off of it. I think it's like too magical Christmas landy, whereas the Glacial Dragon Hunt's just like, oh yeah, you needed another removal spell, right? Granted, it only kills small things. You don't have to necessarily kill something. Like if you just want to draw a card, you can just draw a card, right? And I think that flexibility leads it to be one of the better cards in this format. All right. Out of all these, I think we could take a Piercing Exhale. It's a fine removal spell, right? Which we could use. And I think if we take that, we can remove the Sarkhan's Resolve. Granted, our best target for it is the Sultai Devotee. I guess sometimes your small creatures just gulp and they spit on your opponent's small creature, and that's all you need, right? But yeah, the Essence Anchor into the Aegis Sculptor thing is like a little bit too magical Christmas landy, and this is a safer card, so I'm going to take the Piercing Exhale. So I guess there's two picks here, right? A little bit of technical difficulties there. There's two picks here. It's either the Undergrowth Leopard, which is a 2/2 with Vigilance, that can destroy an artifact or enchantment, which would give us another reason to actually not necessarily get rid of Sarkhan's Resolve. Or there's an Agent of Codis. So this is like fine on attack and defense, right? The Agent of Codis just sort of exists and has the renew text on it. I don't know if the renew text is particularly good here, simply because it's just 2 counters, but it costs 4. So I think I'm going to take the Undergrowth Leopard. Looking at the rest of these cards, we're not taking the Exhale. There's some really good Boros cards in the Zergo's Vanguard and the Descendant of Storms. There's also a Watcher of the Wayside, which is like interesting, right? You can gain some life. This is I guess a good blocker against the Boros deck. Like it does kind of like trade with the Zergo's Vanguard, right? Oxyus Exhale is good for like the control-y decks. And I think that's it, right? Like this is a Meticulous Artisan, but we don't want that. So I'm going to take the Undergrowth Leopard and go meow. Synchronized Charge is actually interesting. It can be a win condition. There's also a Riverwalk technique. So this is 2 counters among 1 or 2 creatures you control. All of my creatures gain Vigilance and Trample until end of turn, and it has Harmonize. The thing is, I don't think this is for us, and I think I might be better off just taking another Riverwalk technique. Is that crazy? I don't think we're doing anything too aggressive here. All of my creatures gain Vigilance and Trample, and then it has Harmonize for later on. Yeah, I don't know if that's like good enough here. I'm just going to take the Riverwalk technique. I think it's a nice aggressive, nice interactive spell. From these, I think I would take the Riverwheel Sweep because it gets us card advantage and it removes a creature from the game for like 3 turns, right? Tap target creature, put 3 stun counters on it. Exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. We're in blue with some red, and we can keep the Blossoming Sands to on the off chance make this cost a little bit less, or we could just pay 4 for this. Basically removing a creature for a fairly long time, as well as getting us card advantage, I think can help us win the game, especially if like we're in top deck mode, we have a creature, they have a creature, and they would trade otherwise, and you just go Riverwheel Sweep your creature, start getting in, also get another card. So yeah, let's take the sweep here. There's another Piercing Exhale, but there's a Durgar Island Dragon, and I'm here for that, so let me take the Island Dragon. I just like, so on top of this being like a big creature, I haven't seen a single globe, and this is the wheel. On top of being a big creature that flies, so you know, you get that big evasive body, this also cycles, right? So you can also just use it to dig, right? And hold up the fact that you may have counter magic in a blue deck, which will make your opponent play a little bit more, what's it called? Conservatively. I'm gonna take that. I do wish we had like a counter exhale spell, but I haven't seen one. There's a messenger. I think we can take a messenger. I don't know if we're playing it, but there's a messenger. We kept seeing like, there's another messenger. There's an exhale. Oh, ask and ye shall receive. There's another Heritage Reclamation, but I asked for an exhale. I'm not gonna disappoint the draft gods. Let's see, out of these two, I think we just take the Elder, actually. We're not going to play the Stride, so let me put that on the side. We're not going to play these Boulderborn Dragons. Go in the side. Yeah, let's take the Elder, actually. Because that can help us hedge against... I want to take the Roamer's routine, but I don't know if we're playing it. That can help us... Well, we got the Agent of Potus no matter, regardless. That can help... So the Elder blocks pretty well, and it can help us hedge against the more aggressive Boros decks, which is... They're the boogeyman of the format, right? I don't know what that's doing. T-Cree? I can't actually see because my Draftsmith overlay is like being a jerk. Alright, so... Let's see, what do we got here? You know, I didn't get a single monument. Okay, so we have a lot of creatures. We have 20 creatures. Right, 20 creatures is it's a fair amount. I'm gonna have to cut some things. I like the Wayfarer, I like the Devotee, I like the Botanist. The Leopard is kind of an card. I like the Taigam. The Agent is also an card. I'm gonna cut that as well. Let's see. Wingblade Disciple, we need to keep that. Aegis Sculptor, get out of here. Nobody likes you. High Spire Bellringer is also like not a great card. We cut so many creatures just now. But I think it's for the best, right? We're gonna keep the Exhale. We're gonna keep the Dragonstorm to help us dig. These are actually 2, so I'm gonna put them here because that helps me feel better about the curve. There's a Riverwalk technique. I don't think we play the Dragonstorm. I don't. I really don't. I don't think we're gonna get to play it on curve. We have, if I play it like this, I have 1, 2, 3 white sources. Oh, actually, right, because of the relic. Actually, what's my removal suite look like again? Sweep, technique. If I keep the Roamer's routine, no, I think we actually cut the Roamer's routine. I think we cut the Dragonstorm. I think we cut the both of these. I mean, like, it's so high variance and everything. This is really interesting. I can keep 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3 red sources, conceivably. I don't think we want to play the Snakeskin Veil. I don't think we have enough things to protect. Or that we're going to want to protect. I'm going to cut the Sarkhan's Resolve as well. Piercing Exhale, I think, is going to be fine. I don't know if we keep the Roamer's routine. I don't think it does enough, right? It helps us splash for Dragonstorm. How many dragons are we playing? 1, 2, 3? That actually might be good, right? And we do have a lot of opportunity to pitch the Dragonstorm between the other Dragonstorm, the Roiling Dragonstorm, and the Temur Tawnyback, should I need to. And Monastery Messenger can actually help us get back one of them if we ever pitch it and then decide we want it back later. Oh, the Dragon Hunts are also removal spells. Ooh, okay. So this gets interesting now. Maybe we actually cut the maneuver because it's not instant speed and Exhale is instant speed. Because instant speed removal is actually really good, right? It's actually really, really, really good. Let's cut the routine. And knowing what we know, we can actually... I do want to keep 17 lands in the deck because there is a chance, because we have 4 base sources, that we could just tap a creature and this for the black source and make a Reliquary Dragon token. Yeah. All right, so maybe we get rid of the knockout maneuver because it's not like all-encompassing. We keep the Ionok Wayfarer, it's one of the better cards. Kishla Trawlers is good too. Kishla Trawlers also helps us get back a spell, right? We have 16 creatures in here. Let's put this back there. I actually think we can get rid of the Deuceute Earthcarver. Is that crazy? It might be crazy. Never mind. That might be crazy, actually. We need the top end because this deck wants to go long. Riverwalk technique and Exhale. Do we cut a Riverwalk technique then? No. 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 Oh god, this is just so hard. right? It becomes really hard when you realize, like, I want to keep all of these. Like, I like everything here. The one card that I don't like maybe is the Humbling Elder, but at the same time, yeah, maybe it is the Humbling Elder. This is kind of like a blowout card against some of the Boros decks, but at the same time, it's just a 1 mana 1/2 with flash that sometimes surprise blocks something and blanks another attack. Let's cut that. Let's cut one more card. Is it the Messenger? It might be the Messenger. But then we're going really low on creatures. I can see myself wanting to keep the Messenger. I cut the Messenger. 41 cards. Call it done. Here's our first opponent. We're 0-0 with Jeskai Teamer? Jeschemer? Jeschemer. We have most of our colors, but not the Dispelling Exhale mana. Oh god. Is it crazy to assume that we'll just draw into what we need? The Tawny back is going to be a 3-drop, maybe the Windblade Disciple. We're on the draw. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Opponent also looks to be playing a slower deck. Dragon Hunt's not great here, because I need a blue source. Okay. I didn't want another tap land. How many? Oh, I turned the thing off. Yep. This is where they get a free land. Yep. They did not get a free land. Nightblade Brigade, sure. Oh, thank you, game. Okay, so we play this. I'm gonna play... I could play the Disciple, but it doesn't block either of these things. I think we just need to, like, protect ourselves. We're kind of far away from the Earth Carver, so I think the correct thing to do is to ditch the Earth Carver. To kill that. Next turn we can play the Wayfarer and leave up Exhale, and that might be correct. This does have Mobilize. Sure. Alright. So I'm going to play another red source. Yeah, another red source. I'm going to play the Wayfarer. Has a lot of red sources. View battlefield. Yeah, we want to hit our lands, so I'll take a red source. I'll take a land, rather. We almost have enough for our Carrot Kick Guardian. Strategic Betrayal. I'm gonna counter this because I do want to have access to the Glacial Dragon Hunt. Hold a dragon. And also, I don't want to, like, necessarily sacrifice a creature. That might have been incorrect, right? Sure. No blocks. They went right to their end step, too. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, Dragonstorm. Show them the red source, attack with this. I think next turn we can actually just Wingblade Disciple Teamer Tawny back. Right? Is that crazy? No, we need another blue source actually to do that. I think next turn it's just Carrot Cake Guardian, pick up the Teeming Dragonstorm. We can double block the Nightblade Disciple. I'm sorry, the Nightblade Brigade. And unless they have a combat trick, they just lose their Nightblade Brigade that way. And I think that that's fine. And then next turn we play Carrot Cake Guardian. Pick up our Dragonstorm, and then the following turn play the Dragonstorm. Yep. Double blocking it, baby. If they have it, they have it, but also they're trading a card? Okay. Sure. This is one of those times where I just go, whatever. Like, I'm not upset by that at all. Pick that up. And then next turn, just get in. Next turn, I'm not going to block, by the way. Next turn, we play Disciple into Dragonstorm, and we get, like, a bunch of tokens off of it. And I think that that's going to be fantastic. As well as Carrot Cake Guardian just getting in. Sure, no blocks. That's a snap no blocker. And now we stop playing lands after Foresto. A 1/1 counter on that, draw a card. Sure. I feel like that was strange, but okay. Ooh. Alright, so... yeah, make sure that that taps properly for that. We're going to play the Wingblade Disciple. Play the Dragonstorm. Get a Flurry trigger. Get 2 more tokens. That's got Vigilance and Hexproof until it hits you. You gotta take the 6 before you can exile it. They might have another Static Snare. Oof, pardon. Piercing Exhale. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Next turn we can Tawny back Relic. Is that crazy? Yeah, it sounds like they want to destroy that. Okay. Makes sense. But if they attack with everything, I just double block the Nightblade Brigade. Yep. Sagu Wildling's really good. Getting another land source and everything. Sure. Okay. And they keep none of these creatures. So, ooh. Okay, so, this is hard, actually. I'm going to cast the Dragonbrood Relic. We're going to cast the Temur Tawny back. Done? Yep. If this is a land, we just pitch it immediately. And... end turn here. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna attack with the Temur Tawny back. Right? And then if they block it, crack the relic to then kill that, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have white, red, blue, green, black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Praise Vide's 8. Right, so next. Attack with everything. Oh, I screwed that up. I did screw that up. Okay. I was supposed to leave one of them back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Well, we're gonna play this first. Pitch this land. Oh no. Actually, I think we play the land. We pitch the Champion of Doosan. Because if I put this onto that... yeah, no, never mind. We could just tap this down. And draw a card. Or we could play the dragon and grab these 2 things. But if I tap this down, and they have no other blockers, they're just dead. So if they attack us, we let them hit us. Okay. Stormplane Detainment. Sure. Resolve. My turn? Hold on. Hold on, how do we win here? How do we win here? Do I draw a card or do I just play this to pick up all my cards and then play them again? I think we just do this. Okay, so... Ooh, Kishla Trawlers. Okay, so what do I want out of my graveyard? I could use the Exhale, but I don't think it does enough here. If I play the Trawlers... I don't think that's enough, right? But I think we still play the Trawlers. To then grab a counter spell. They have something. Alright, so exile this door. To then grab Exhale. I'm gonna put this on you. End turn. If they don't have trample for this, that's fine. But I think I do have to tap it down this turn just in case. But if they also play something big and stupid that wins them the game, I just counter it. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're at 3. So they have 7 mana available. They've used 2 removal spells. They know that I have the Exhale. They know I can cast the Exhale. They don't know that I have a dragon. This doesn't go face, does it? It's target creature. Okay. Tap that. I know you wanna tap that. I know you wanna tap that, tap that. Draw a card. Ooh, there's a Taigam. Hi, Taigam. Armament Dagron. Sure. Uh-huh. That doesn't save them. I think we just get them with this. Any target? Yeah. Sure. Play this. Tap this and a whatever for black. Reliquary Dragon. Hit him for 3. Good game. Woo! And we were going to pick up our Dragonstorm. Our Dragonstorms. Which would have been great, actually. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We're 1-0. Heading into match 2 with our deck that I like to call Taigam time. Haha. Yet to see Taigam in our opener. But this seems fine. We can turn 2 play this, turn 3 play this, or just this, I guess. Alright, we'll keep this. We have a curve. That's all that matters. I would have liked a tap land in the opener, but it is what it is. Here's our devotee. Ooh, they have the sound wave sleeves. Alright, so Ice Climber's not great, but we still get to hit them. And I don't think they trade here. Now the next question that I need to ask is, what do I play? Are we trading? Oh, are we trading? Oh, yeah. Alright. Sure. Then I guess the next question becomes, what do I play? I want to keep everything in my hand, so I'm just going to play the Champion of Doosan. That might have been incorrect, as next turn if they left up mana to counter anything, Champion of Doosan's not that good versus like Temur Tawnyback. But Riverwheel Sweep allows us to tap down whatever they play here and we could be more aggressive is what I'm getting at, right? I'm kind of glad that they traded that for this. Okay. Now I'm more looking to ditch lands to the Tawny back. I'm gonna send this in. Sure. And I played the Tawny back because we have Teamertron. Teamertron. Let's pitch that. And let's play land. Now that I've drawn the Wingblade Disciple, of course, it'll feel that much worse to not be able to double and triple spell here. Hopefully they give me something to River Wheel Sweep next turn. Or something worth sweeping. Sweeping. Dragonologist and a whiff. Ooh. And they missed their land drop. Okay. So this is where we just get in. Now I can River Walk Technique to bounce their Poise Practitioner if they double block. I'm actually fine with that. Sure. I will play this, I will play this, and I am open to actually just putting a token here. It doesn't get me a creature, but it makes the flyer a 3/3, and possibly harder to deal with. Okay. So the funny thing about that is that, one, I can untap it, but also, two, and I think I will untap it, I think our opponent's so far behind that it just kind of makes more sense to untap it here and just attack. They might have an Oxyus Exhale. Or they might just need to take a bunch of damage. They're at 4, so if they don't play another creature, we can River Wheel Sweep this thing. Starry-Eyed Skyrider. They have to block. That's the funny thing, they have to lose their board. Alright, I guess they gave up. Good game. It seemed like they were over it. Whatever was in their hand was just not good enough. Right? Or they did miss a few land drops too. Leave match. Hey folks, we're 2-0 going into round 3 with Taigam time. And I call it that because there's 2 Taigams in the Taigam time deck. And I've yet to see either of them. We can keep this. Play this. Let's see. I think next turn we just play the Sultai Devotee. There's like some stuff we can do here, right? Actually, it might be more correct to play the Relic. It might be more correct to play the Relic. Because what we can do here is next turn we can play the Devotee, play the land, tap the Devotee and the Relic to then kill whatever they play here, which is that. We're going to kill that. That worked out. Green. Creature I control, creature I don't control. Behold the Dragon. Yeah, I'll show them that. Surveil 2. I wouldn't mind the Riverwalk technique. The land is also good here, right? Because we need red. Yeah. Yeah. Those are actually both great cards here. It also hugely hinders their ability to draw cards off of whatever this thing was going to do, right? If they manage to put a counter on something, this doesn't drain me, but it does an extra damage every time it attacks. And then that was going to draw extra cards, and that would have been, like, not great, actually. Herd Heirloom. Okay, into Stalwart Successor. Sure. I could play the Champion here and then tap down the Stalwart Successor. Or I can bounce the Stalwart Successor. I think I just attack here and see what they plan to do with their Stalwart Successor. I guess, they're playing like they have a Snakeskin Veil, right? So I am actually going to do this now. So they do want to draw it. Cool. Next turn I can just play the Carrot Cake Guardian, and that's, like, pretty good, actually. Right? Because that's red, green, blue, extra mana. Alright, so tap this for a black. And then we just have Carrot Cake Guardian. It's a 3-turn clock unless you start gaining life on us. I have no reason to block the Delta Bloodflies, especially if they have removal spell. I can't block that, sure. Sand Skitter Outrider. Yep. Sure. Sure. Let's play this land and play the Champion of Doosan. And I think I'm just going to tap down the Outrider on their turn. And we don't really need the mana from the Sultai Devotee anymore. I guess we kind of do, right? Now that I think about it. I'm going to do this during their... In case they draw a, what's it called? Yeah. Because that also helps me to, past main. It also helps me to, prevent them from drawing cards off of this. Right. And if I draw something that I can pitch to Dragon Hunt, let's see. Draw a card. If you put a counter whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, gets menace until end of turn. Okay. So they're going to get 2 counters on this, so that's going to be outside of the range of me being able to kill it, which means that this Glacial Dragon Hunt is essentially draw a card. Right. Yep. Sure. Yep. If we're going to race... Can I win if we race? This kills that, right? That definitely kills that. But this is 10 in the air. Oh, they're going to draw a card off of this, yeah. Yeah, that Hollow Merc Siege was actually really bad for us. This only taps for mana for creatures. And we don't have our white source or the other one. Ooh, Earth Carver. Okay, so just swinging. I'm gonna make 2 bodies here to make sure that we're not dead, and we can block something of theirs. We're playing this real close to the chest, though, in a way that I don't like. I think the correct thing for them is to attack with everything and they get in for 5. They do draw a card off of that as well. And one of these trades for one of those. Okay. 6, 5, 7, 6. Okay, so... Traits for that, yep. Okay. They kill my Guardian. They kill my Guardian. Nightblade Brigade. Sure. If they can't kill my Guardian, they're just dead, right? Do they have a fight spell? They have a fight spell. Where they cost, sure. Alright. Attack into that. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 red, green, blue, white. So, black. Reliquary Dragon for the win! It was like the second game I won off the Reliquary Dragon. Oh, I can't keep getting away with this. Alright. We're 3-0 with Taigam Tuesday. It's Saturday, actually. Pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna play the Traveling Botanist early. Yeah, we're gonna play the Traveling Botanist here. We get attack with it. And if they play anything that I should be worried about, we can just tap it down with the Durgar Island Dragon. If they have Exhale, they should use it now. Dragon Brood Relic. Beautiful. Okay. Decline. I would like that. Next. Damage. End turn. Dragon Storm Globe. Okay. Pass. I'm gonna actually draw a card here. Draw that. Okay, land. Close that. What is this? Decline from putting that in my graveyard. I would like to draw that to damage. Play this. Play the Dragonstorm. Get 2 2/2s. Okay. They got the 4-color soup. They have access to 5, maybe even 6 men if they play a smaller creature here. Sure. You can kill that with Dragon Hunt. Teamer Monumental. Sure. Okay. Oh, I can't, can I? I guess the correct thing to do is to bounce this and attack with everything. They can tap it for mana with the relic. Okay, so they do want it. Put it in my graveyard. Yeah, I don't want that right now. I need to draw lands. Like a untapped red source? We don't have untapped red sources in the deck, do we? We have mountains. Yep, Sage of the Fang. Sure. Host of the Hereafter. Okay. I guess I can attack with everything. And if they block with the host... That's not great. But I can Piercing Exhale, kill it, and then this becomes a 5/5. This already drew me so many cards. Yeah, sure. Reveal a Behold the Dragon. Surveil 2, yeah. This goes in the graveyard. View battlefield. I don't want a white source, so because we already have a white source, so that can go in the graveyard. Yep. So that becomes a 5/5. And end turn. If they cast anything, I can counter it with Dispelling Exhale. Right, they have access to 6, 7, 8 possible mana. So we counter anything that's like a 5-drop or below. Created a 5/5. Okay. I guess they attack with their 5/5? No. Okay. I don't think we need to play any of these lands. Play that. I guess I will do that. So that I can put a counter on there, but we're not attacking here. This at least allows us to double block something of theirs. And again, that's 9 mana, right? That's a big boy. And they kill that. Oh. Ah! I'm like super dead here. Let's see. Durgar Island Dragon. Kinda good. Do I just play it, bounce this, and play this again? I don't think I want that right now. I think I just want to tap down... because we're dead next turn if I don't. So yeah. I'm going to tap this down. And leave up Exhale. No attacks. End turn. Because yeah, that put them back to 10 too, which is nuts. For combat, I'm going to tap that down, because I can't block it anyway. And I think I do have to block one of these things. Get the red source. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that can resolve. Yep. But I don't have a board, and I can't play anything, so... Good game. Ah! It's okay. We were due to lose at least one. It finally happened. But also... it felt like our opponent had a more competent deck than we had played against in the past couple of matches, right? Host of the Hereafter, making this thing a 5/5. Oof. Yeah. And then getting a token off of the Abzan. Ooh, I wish we had a monument, or sorry, the Teamer monument. I love the monuments so much because they're just like, they're nice 2-for-1s. Sometimes even better. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We are 3-1 going into match 5 with Taigam trouble. I don't know. This is not good. And we're going first. I'm going to mulligan this because I can't cast anything. I don't have a 2. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan that. This is not better. I guess we get the relic in this opener. Let's keep this. Let's put back the sweep. I feel like we got to put back the sweep. Although we're far enough away from casting the exhale that maybe it's the exhale. It feels so bad. I guess we're going to shuffle if we ever get the chance to cast this, right? Because we draw a card, then we shuffle this back in. My cat's here. That allows us to do some stuff. Sure. Oh, careful, Summer. Sure. Jessica Devotee. Alright, so play this. Play this. Next. End turn. And I think we could just like tap this down to prevent some damage. Burn summons. Okay. Looks like they're gonna cast another spell. Do I do this now? Yeah, I guess so. Because this I want to trade with the devotee. Has to attack this. Oh! I can't do both. That's fair. Alright, so past lockers. I want to block that. I don't know. Just tap that. Auto pay. Sure. Land was good. Okay. Next turn we can dragonstorm. Because this isn't always a thing, right? Sure. Okay. Play a land. Why is it tapping like that? White, green, blue. Play the dragonstorm. Sure. Crack that. And then we're going to Dragon Hunt, auto pay. Tap creature I control. Decline. Jeskai Shrine Keeper. Okay. So I 100% with River Wheel sweep that, don't I? Oh, actually. We could just Dragon Hunt kill it, right? Actually, wait, hold on. No, we have green, blue, white. Okay. Auto pay. Wait. Oh, no, cancel. We don't have red, that's right, so... we're gonna get the dragonstorm. Just put bodies in their face. Play this. Pitch that. Riverwalk technique's interesting here. Let me grab this little baby off to the side. Oh! Ambling Storm Shell. Okay. What is it? Ward 2? Sure. Ward 2. Okay. So this is 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Yes. Auto pay. Put it away. I know it goes on top of their deck. Yeah. There's like no way. Play this. This thing being a 5/5 is gonna be a problem. Yep. I could push in for more damage. I think the correct thing to do is to are there any creatures in my yard? Yeah. So I can get the Riverwalk tech, the River Wheel sweep rather, back with the Kishla trawlers. Exile that to grab the sweep. And then next, no attacks. I guess I can cast this, right? To draw a card. Or to kill this. I don't think that's good enough. Discard a card. Yeah, let's pitch Champion de la Dusan. Kill this dwarf. And I guess let's use our mana. This is gonna self-tap itself down. It's gonna draw them like, what, 3 cards? Yeah, it is. And they know about the River Wheel sweep. Okay. Sure. Ooh. It's a lot of Dimaggio. Do I just take this? Do I just take this? I feel like I can't, right? I feel like the 5 is a bit too much. Because then that's 8, and then I'm down to... I'm dead to one of these two? Yeah. I feel like I also can't attack now. So what is the plan? I guess the first thing we do is we sweep, tap the Shrine Keeper again. What are we getting? Exhale, view battlefield. It's the exhale, right? This kills that. Behold, a dragon submits 0. And no attacks. I can't really attack here. If they put 2 tokens on this thing, it attacks through this, so I have to like maybe possibly just block it with the trawlers. But this Ambling Storm Shell is a problem. Zergo's Vanguard. Wow. Okay. And then they have that. Hmm. Yep. Well, this goes here. This goes here. Unfortunate things all around. Okay, too many lands, game. Riverwalk technique to deal with the Vanguard before they attack. Sure. Or maybe to deal with the stuff. So I'm taking 6. How do I win here? I don't think I can, right? Yeah. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, there was no way I could get around that. I know I guess the correct thing to do was to probably just bounce the Vanguard before they went to attacks. But also, view battlefield. That was a lot of power, and just like the ambling storm shell by itself, right? Leave match. It's such a big bomb, and it's so hard to deal with. Here's our next opponent. We're 3-2 with Taigam Tuesdays. Got a little. I don't want to say flooded, but we weren't drawing what we needed last game. Ooh, okay. So we have a curve. We have a curve. Are we first? I wasn't paying attention. Or second. Unending Whisper. That'd have been a nice card to have in this deck. I think we just run out the Taigam. Right? Sure. Never mind. We run out the Botanist. The Botanist? Yeah, I'm gonna run him out, actually. Sure. What they put in the grave? A Pummeler. Okay. Next. Reveal that. He drew me a card. That's fantastic. Play that. And then play the Champion de la Inducing. Opponent has something for 1 blue. What's an instant for 1 blue in this format? Sibsig Appraiser, sure. These babies so cutie. I think next turn I could just Taigam, right? I can. That's where we play the blue source. Taigam. What is... Oh, I know what they have. They have the old lady. Do I want a forest? Decline. They have the old lady. Decline. Yep, they have the old lady. Sure. The Humbling Elder. Ice Ridge Serpent. Okay. Are they going to bounce the Taigam or the token? Okay. Makes sense. Suspend a Reno. Alright, so... White, blue, red. I don't have another blue source. Okay. I was going to try to Dragonstorm into Riverwheel Sweep. I guess what we can do here is... If I sweep, tap this down, I could attack with everything, plus I get another card, right? So, actually, that might be the more correct thing to do. Done. Target this. I'm gonna get this. Put it into my graveyard. I'm gonna play a land. And I guess end my turn here, right? Because we can then Dragonstorm. That's kind of fun. If they don't kill it, her. And I think I will Dragonstorm. Oh yeah, they're like, no, we gotta stop that guy from doing the thing. I gotcha. Maybe I shouldn't have put it in the graveyard. You imagine his double Dragonstorming. Okay. Showed me a dragon. Didn't surveil. Or they did surveil, but they didn't, Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, play a blue source, actually. Play the Dragonstorm. Get 2/2/2s. Play this. Draw 2 cards. Pitch this. Oh, they're going to be a little upset when I play the Karakit Guardian, right? I guess I only play the Karakit Guardian if they tap out. I can't have them countering anything of mine. Ow, ow, ow. Summer, what are you doing?
Who's this cute cookie? I love you.
My cat's so cute. She knows, but she's so cute. Carrot Cake Guardian also bounces all of these things, so I have a good turn 6. Opponent has 4 cards in hand, though, right? They have the tapper / they could just run out a big old dragon. We've been putting a lot of pressure on them.
Who is this so cute?
My cat's in my lap, folks, and I'm very I my baby, you know. Team Tawny, sure. That's like 2 mana left up for that, sure. Pitched a land, went to combat, ended their turn. They have a counterspell, possibly. Play this land. Play this. I'm gonna hand check them. Because I think they would counter that. Another hand check. If they counter this, then I think the Karakit Guardian's pretty okay to play. Sure. No attacks right now. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Third Island Dagron, sure. Pick that up. Makes sense. No blocks. Taking 4. Ooh. Yeah, cast it. Hi. Wow. View battlefield. Do I want another land? View browser. Yeah, I'll take another land. Let's see. I can get the river wheel sweep, but I think what I do here is play this. Done. Just pick these up. Play this. Play the Dragonstorm. Dig for another answer. Let's see. Oof. Feel like the exhale is going to be not as good anymore. Plus, the dragon allows us to pick up our cards again. So yeah, let's pitch the exhale. No attacks right now. I was expecting to draw a land, so there is that. Roiling Dragonstorm, sure. Another tap land. Let's see. They're at 11. Is there a way that I can win here? Like, immediately? They can't do anything about the Carrot Cake Guardian. There is a +3/+3 trick in the format. As a result, I am not going to block the Durgar Island Dragon if they attack with it. I'm just going to let it through, but I will block. I'll double block the Temur Tawny back with 2 of these guys. I'm trying to figure out as to whether or not I can win here with this tap ability plus the trawlers. Unending Whisper, okay. Pretty good. Also takes 1 creature out of my hair. Alright, so... Dragonstorm. Makes 2 more of those. I think I wait a turn and then just double tap. Right, tap, tap, tap. And attack with everything. Next. I guess we could attack with the Carrot Kick Guardian, but like... The problem with that is that... If they have the pump spell, I'm just dead. Or this thing's just dead, so no attacks. End turn. I'd rather tap down the flyer with the Durgar Island Dragon at the end of their turn. Traveling Botanist, yep. This is also a really good way to like harmonize, because they could tap that to play the Unending Whisper to possibly draw 2 cards. A land and something else. Traveling Botanist is so friggin' stupid. Like, what a dumb card. What a dumb card. Just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep drawing lands and fixing my draws. Hope you don't mind. Let's see, if I play the Kishla Trawlers, it's 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have enough mana to play Kishla Trawlers next turn and get River Wheel Sweep and then tap something down. Oh, they're Tawny back, sure. Resolve. Maybe it was more correct. I guess hindsight's 2020 to have kept the counter spell. Please attack. They're going super wide, so it's actually kind of harder for me. Okay, strange. I can Wingblade Disciple, tap something else down. Or we just do this. Actually, no, hold on. Zed, cancel. If I play the Disciple, that's 3. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana? So I can Disciple, tap the Durgar Island Dragon. But if they have the counter spell, I need to leave up as much mana as possible. So I think we just tap that thing down here. Yes. Auto pay. You just attack with everything? Sure. Okay. So they take... Okay, they're at 1. I guess I was supposed to do that, wasn't I? Ah, I'm stupid. Okay, anyway, that was a mistake. Okay. Play the Trawlers. I guess I should have combat mathed a little better. Exile a creature card. Get rid of you. I'm gonna get back my River Wheel Sweep. I might just be dead next. I don't know about dead. I think we can end our turn here. Let's see. I probably should have dragon hunted something, right? I guess if I tap the relic, I can play the Tawny back. And that blocks the, let's see, white, green. Tap this for blue. Auto pay. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm playing the Disciple. So, goodbye, Disciple. Woo! Okay. We knew they had something. Maybe that turn wasn't the best played, right? Yep. Okay. It's a knockout maneuver. Yep. That's huge. Am I just dead? I might be just dead. I am dead, aren't I? I think that's dead. Good game. Yeah. Oof. I was off by 1 damage, and it was because I didn't put a token on with the, what's it called? I should have did more combat math. Oh, that's my mistake, folks. That is 100% my mistake. That is 100% my mistake. That was, yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to use the, where are you? The Champion of Doosan to put a token on, what's it called? And they did have the Sarkon's Resolve, which destroys a creature with flying. So that happens after they obviously take the damage. Okay. Well, I guess if that was the case, they wouldn't have blocked the way that they did, right? They would have just put their I knock Wayfarer in front of one of my tokens instead of trading it for my Wayfarer. Yeah, maybe I needed to wait another turn then. They did have a yeah, they did have a combat trick. And the Sagu Pummeler, wait, Sagu Pummeler? Yeah, this is 2 tokens. This is such a good, I really like Sagu Pummeler actually. Didn't get any though, but like a 4/4 with reach sometimes just goes like, oh yeah, hi Durgar Island Dragon. Come back down here. Yeah, big reach creature, sometimes very good. Anyway, let's go look at the deck. I think it was a fun deck. Yeah, I think I had some fun. I think 2 Taigams might have been too much. 2 Taigams, too much. But you have to do it for the memes. You have to do it for the memes. In fact, I think that the image for this will be 2 Taigams, right? We never really got super value off of him because, like, I mean, what are you doing, right? How are you flurrying? Curves get to be so high. I didn't want to play so many 6s, but at the same time, like, also, we never got to do the Durgar Island Dragon skimming strike to find out, like, if we get a free dragon off of that in a few turns, which would have been cool, actually, unless it's just like, oh no, it just shuffles itself away. I guess we'll find out. Oh, and since it exiles the first spell, do you get to resolve the original spell as just the Durgar Island Dragon? Oh god, we never found that out either. Woo! So many things we could have done with this. All-Star, again, Dragon Brood Relic. Even if you don't know where you are, take this card. This is so stupid. This is such a dumb card. And you can use it to tap itself to produce one of... So if you're in 4 colors already, you get the 5th color off of this, and then suddenly you have a 4/4 with lifelink that Lightning Helix is something, which is, I think, fantastic. I've never been disappointed with Dragon Brood Relic, and it feels like if you're not sure where you're going, go into green now. Just go into green. You'll have a great time. I keep calling it Carrot Cake because it does sound like Carrot Cake. The Carrot Guardian, a fantastic card. Like this thing has such a threatening aura to it. It's just like, oh, haha. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. Tell your mom I said hi. More importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. But with that, I am out of here, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.